Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, July the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the Trading Room. This is the address to get in, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, at last, I think we've got some excitement going finally in the market, and obviously, Netflix and Google just kicked it this week, and we've got Apple coming up next week, so the earnings are really starting to pile in. And I think we had a lot of activity in the room actually. And it's not that I had a lot of trades today, but I can just see that things are really starting to pick up. I can just even show you. In fact, I better elongate it right here. And I didn't take a lot of these. I mean, I was busy with doing other things, but a lot of these, like the OSI or the AST, which I'm going to show you, the DLPH, I think the JBHT, and the VLTC, even at late 12:27, at 9 o'clock. These are all opening range breaks, 30-minute opening range breaks, and they really worked well. And you would have thought even this one, VLTC at $9, it was already flying at that time, and it just went, I think, up to about 10.50 from there. But anyway, let's take a look at the ones that I actually did, and definitely got me excited for next week. So AST was actually on a watch list I had. Something to, now I want to just get to a daily on this one, and okay, and let's just take a look at a 3-month. Now you see, look at this big gap to fill. This is why we were watching this one. I know, I think Boiler John in the room, he was wanting this one over $5. And actually yesterday I had wanted it too, and I just kind of lost sight of it. But it was on my watch list today, and then when it popped up into the opening range break, I just hopped on it. I thought, okay, let's just do it. And let me get back to, whoops, back to a 1 day here. Okay, so I took the opening range break was at $5.46. I actually took it right here at $5.45. I took some out at 5.80. Now it's coming back. I almost am tempted to swing this. I'm going to have to see what it does. If it drops down to say 5.35, I'll probably exit the last bit. But I'm going to certainly keep looking at it on next week, because again, that is a massive gap to fill. In fact, let me see if I can bring in the trade ideas charts. And here we go. Here are the trade ideas charts that are really they're clean. Now, I just a word about them. Many people are asking me, well, do they have the VWAP? Do they have stochastics? Do they have MACD? No, they don't. This is really, I mean, the purpose of this was so that people could get an instant visualization when they click on a trade ideas symbol, that a chart would pop, would automatically link to it, and you'd get instant visualization of it. And so it doesn't have all the fancy trappings of a full-blown charting program. I think in the future they may add some things, but right now I find it very clean. I could use this, to be honest, I could use this. I don't really need much more because you see my charts, they're very clean. I don't have a lot of well, I don't have anything on. I just have my volume bars and I've got my candlesticks, and that's it. Basically what this chart is doing. So I'm pretty excited. I think that they've done a really good job on it, and as people have said in the room, the charts just look clean. And you've got various time frames that of course that you can choose from. It will show you the pre-market, the post-market. Somebody was asking about the symbol linking, and hopefully this is going to make sense to that person. But when you unlink it, so now when I say you'll have to trust me in this, I'm going to click on Kala here. Okay, and you notice how Kala did not pop into here because it is not linked. Now when I do the symbol linking and then I press Kala, you see how it's linked. And they were having a problem with that. I don't know why, but I mean, the minute you unlink it, that's it. I can click on any one of these, and it's not going to change once it is unlinked. Now, so if I wanted to have, and I think that what that person wanted was a bunch of unlinked, like they want to have thumbnail charts. I want to watch this one and I want to watch another one. So that's how you can do it. And if you want them to change, then you just click on the symbol linking, and it's that simple. Anyway, that's a little demonstration of the chart. So that was, say, AST, and again, I'm just going to have to pay attention to it. Now, the other one that worked out very well, and I'm going to try to explain this because there's a lot of us that are doing this in the room, and I think I need the 15-minute chart to show this. Yeah, it looks a little clumsy here, but this is what we're calling this a green, or well, in this particular case, red bar ignored. You're going to see this in the room a lot, RBI or GBI, green bar ignored. And the red bar ignored is just the reverse. So basically, this is what we're looking for. Here's Macy's. It's in a strong trend. Okay, it's moving up. And then you get this little candle here. It's a red candle. So does this mean that, okay, the trend is over and it's going to start moving down? Well, no, because then the next bar is I mean, it's green. Red, I just colored mine blue, but it's blue. So basically, we're saying to ourselves, let's ignore this. We'll just ignore this one. And I'm sorry, you know what? I'm blowing it. It's back here. I was wondering what the heck is going on. This is the candle that we're to ignore. So here's the trend going up. There was an argument, actually, you could have taken and added it right here and you would have had a nice move. But this is the one in which I got into it, okay? So here is the trend moving up. You get this red bar, but then the next bar is green, blue, and then when it moves above the high of this one, I take the trade, and that's basically what we're doing. So this is sort of the concept of this is the red bar ignored concept. Basically, it's as if it wasn't even there. The sellers tried to knock it down, but then the buyers took over and kept moving it up. So I was in this trade at 73.11. I took some right here off at 73.40. I got a little greedy here. It got up to 73.61, and as it moved back down and it really collapsed, I took the balance out at 73.40 also right here. I don't have the little green arrow marking it, but that's where I did it. So hopefully that makes sense to you. This is what we're looking for, and this is what so when you come into the room and you see RBI or GBI, now I think hopefully you have an idea about what we're talking about. The other one that let's see, I want to get back to a 5-minute candles. And the other one I want to talk about is Mattel, in which I actually traded this twice. It was a little bit choppy. It didn't really move very much. We started watching this, at least I started watching this one right around here. You see, look at this consolidation. Again, this is a 5-minute candle, so that's quite a long consolidation. $24. I was waiting for a breakdown under 24, and hopefully, and this is on earnings, by the way. I guess they had bad earnings. So I ended up taking the short here at 23.91. Really got excited. It got down to 23.71. Looked like it, and there's no real support. Really thought it would collapse, but this candle here got me out of that short. Covered here at 23.81, and then I flipped the switch. I went long here at 24.10 as it broke up over all this area here, and again maybe got a little bit greedy. It got up to 24.32, but it exited at my long position at 24.25, and that was it. But it's been kind of choppy. I would have liked to seen much more of it. Like this was obviously where the big move was for the day, and sometimes these are just a precursor, especially on the consolidation. Sometimes it'll just you'll see a big further collapse. Now the one that I did not trade today, to my chagrin, is this FLTC. And remember how I was now. It was a little bit choppy in the morning. This is the one, of course, that Carl Icahn has a stake in, and now it's starting to really get some steam again. And again, I'm going to put it on the daily chart and go to 3 months. And yeah, I mean, you can see way back here even is where it had the rest. It had that. In fact, let me go a little further, because I think this is oops. Give me 6 months. Here we go. Here's where it all started, way back in March, when Carl Icahn indicated he had a stake in this company. This is in case you don't know about this story. So he was divulged the fact that he had, I think, an over 50% stake in this company. And so this kickstarted it here, a little bit of a pullback, and then it just, I mean, look at how crazy this is. I mean, up to $21 from under $1 in these are daily candles, so in less than 2 weeks. And then it had the slow erosion all the way back down, and it found a base here, and now it's kickstarting again. So I mean, this still has room. I mean, who knows? Not necessarily it's going to go back up to $21, but it certainly still has room. So let me get back to the 5 minute candle and back to 1 day. And that alert that I was talking about here, it looked late, 12:27. I mean, half the day is gone at $9, and it's moved off from 791. And you would think, oh well, I can't chase this, but look, here it is. There is the opening, and remember, this is what it's doing right there at 899. So that was the top of the 30-minute range. Because yeah, this is these two candles obviously constitute the 30-minute range. So there's the top of it. So the minute it broke through was when we got the alert, and it's still, I mean, it tacked on another almost $1.50 from that. So anyway, seeing a lot of definitely seeing a lot of action on many stocks today. This was another one. Yeah, this one I don't even have it marked up, and this is a killer. Got this one here at where is it? SRNE is. I know it somewhere. Oh, it's a slightly the different one, 2333. And I actually did take this trade, took the trade, so 2333. I actually took it right about here. So here's where it broke, but it just was a little too choppy for me, so I actually exited. But look what it did after that. I mean, this just exploded after that. And I'm going to have to start really now looking at the 30-minute opening range breaks in a lot more closely, because what I used to do is I used to put an alert saying, okay, it failed here and failed, but okay, put an alert back where on the initial break, maybe a little bit above it, and see what happens. And had I done that, I probably would have got into this one. And that's, I mean, what a great trade that would have been. Anyway, I am excited. I'm definitely starting to see a lot more action, and so I think going forward, we're going forward, especially with Apple coming out. I think it's either Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon after the market. I'm not sure which, but it's early next week. I think we're definitely going to start seeing more action. So. Okay, that's about it for now. Let me just go back to our cover page. Here again is here's the address to log in, and you can log in with your Facebook, your Twitter account, and I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you in the trading room on Monday.